Welcome to the RAMcast, where we talk about all things related to Sioux Valley. This is your host, Brian Kirby, my co-host, Jimmy Sickler.
Happy to be here, Mr. Kirby.
All right, we are back for another one of our senior spotlights, and today we have junior senior, since he is technically 11th grade, but graduating early, Mr. Murray Freilich.
What's up, Sioux Valley?
All right, so without further ado, let's get this show rolling. All right, Murray. So, first question here. What song will always remind you of your time here at Sioux Valley?
Well, recently a song that's been kind of hitting a chord with me is "Alive" by Pearl Jam. Just keeping focused,
Rock
fighting
on.
through it. Right to the end.
So, I've asked others. I'm going to ask you the same question. You want to belt out any of those lyrics?
That's I don't know if that's in my pay grade.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
All right, Murray. So, which teacher had the most impact on you, and what will you remember about them?
Yeah, so I would say it's got to be between Miss South and Mr. Kenny. They're kind of my two main teachers at this point. They It's just about all my classes that I have with them, and yeah, I'll definitely remember all the cool documentaries and all the fun activities from Mr. Kenny's class, and then with Nicole, I'll definitely be remembering all the cool labs we did in chemistry, and then just all the challenges from algebra and pre-calculus and things like that. So
Nice. So, what was your favorite extra or co-curricular activity?
soccer was a big one. I've been doing that for my whole high school and middle school time. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Was the captain of the soccer team this year, and yeah, it was a good year. And I also like to do cross country skiing, so that's a big one. There's a good crew with that, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked seeing Murray out on the soccer pitch there with his captain band on, so that's good. What class did you find the most enjoyable?
I would probably have to go with U.S. history this year. Yeah, I like the layout. We kind of took it through like a chronological order of the history of the United States and went through some of the wars and the movements, and it was just an interesting class in general.
So, with whom have you had your most meaningful relationships with during your time as a senior here at Sioux Valley? And this can go to anybody in the building. It doesn't have to be a teacher. Doesn't have to be a student. It could be anybody.
Yeah, I've got a good friend group, and yeah, and a lot of the teachers are good for connecting with on a personal level, like Mr. Kenny and Nicole, and then I mean, my friends are Wyatt and Sawyer and Earl and Liam and some of those guys, and then also my girlfriend Alea. So yeah, it's a good crew here.
That was probably a good shout out, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, what was the most surprising thing you learned about yourself during your time here at Sioux Valley, or just anything you learned about yourself?
I think I've developed some good patience and dedication here. Just there have been times when it's just kind of a little overwhelming with everything going on, and just got to keep pushing through, and then I guess being patient and just being able to kind of keep or try to stay on pace with everybody else, and have a little empathy with that, I guess.
Yeah, good.
Like it. Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give your younger self entering Sioux Valley for the first time?
I would say, I guess I would say try to think about the present more than like thinking about how long it's gonna take to get through high school and the whole picture can be kind of daunting. So
Yep.
just taking it 1 week at a time or one semester at a time is a good lesson.
Good idea. Don't eat the elephant one bite at a time.
Exactly.
All right. What will having graduated high school mean to you?
I think graduating it'll just be kind of a launching point for the rest of my career and life. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just an important thing for all people to just have that basis, and it's something that everyone can kind of relate to. So it's a it's a good thing to have on the list of accomplishments.
All right. So this is gonna be an interesting question for you, as since you're technically a junior, but
Yeah,
you're graduating. So the next question I got for you is, how do you think this group of seniors left their mark on Sioux Valley?
yeah. So, well, this group of seniors, I mean, obviously, I haven't been part of the class the whole time, but I guess I just kind of remember how infamous they are with their mock rocks and just like overall good school spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, so yeah, I would say they definitely upped the level on school spirit here for a while. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So May 14th is graduation day. What are your plans after that?
Well, I'm gonna be in Talkeetna working this summer at Spinach Bread, and that'll be good. I've been doing that for this will be my 4th year now. But after that, in the fall semester, I'm gonna be going to UAA in Anchorage, and I'll be pursuing a degree in accounting. So yeah,
Sweet.
that'll be good.
Cool. Um, so that's all our main grueling questions we have. So my last question to you is: there anything you'd like to add that we didn't discuss or cover or anything like that? And as always, no is an acceptable answer.
Um, I guess there's not anything too notable, but I just would like to say that I'm grateful for the time here and the people that come here and put their time and effort into all the students, and yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to end it. I like it. And with that, I think we're going to conclude this special edition of our senior spotlight. And once again, I'm Principal Brian Kirby here at Sioux Valley, and my co-host, as always, is Jimmy Sickler.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and want to thank again our special guest, Mr. Murray Freilich, and thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course.
And I hope you enjoyed this podcast as another way to connect with our Sioux Valley community. Hope to see you at the next school event or around the community. Thanks for listening.